Hey everybody, just want to get my predictions and thoughts on WWE WrestleMania 31. Um, I've heard that a lot of people have been poo-pooing and not enjoying the road to WrestleMania. Maybe it's because Reigns is in the title match or however you may think. I respect that, but obviously I think WrestleMania is going to be good. I always think each and every WrestleMania is going to be good in its own degree. Obviously, after next year, I think I'll be doing a ranking of 1 through 32 of the best WrestleManias. Obviously, after WrestleMania 32 is over, of course, and it will be part of the ranking and find out where it fits in my 1 through 32. But that obviously will not be until after next year's WrestleMania is over and moving on from there. So I'll be doing that next year. Definitely something to look forward to here on my channel. But right now, I'm just going to give my predictions. Actually, right now, I'm going to just go fast through each of the predictions, and then I'll talk more, maybe specifically in general. WWE World Title, I'm going to pick. My prediction is Brock Lesnar, Sting versus Triple H, The Game Triple H, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Axelmania, Curtis Axel. IC ladder match, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt, The Undertaker. Rusev versus John Cena for the United States Championship, John Cena. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, Randall Keith Orton. And the tag team titles that will start off the show in the kickoff, the Usos versus Cesaro and Kid versus Los Matadores versus the New Day. I have Cesaro and Kid retaining their WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, obviously that was just a quick run through of my predictions. Now I just wanted to talk about maybe a little bit each match, or just in general. Obviously, I'm sure I'll be going all over the place on different things because something might pop out. But first, where I'm going to start is the last one I talked about, the tag team titles. I hope Cesaro and Kid to have a long reign. They deserve it. Cesaro, after coming back from when he came back from, Tyson Kidd, and then Cesaro after what happened last year, winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, being with Paul Heyman, being a Paul Heyman guy, and all the things that happened between that moment and this year, and this moment right now. He definitely deserved it as well. Yes, I'm sure they both wish they would have had something, or WWE would have had something better for them in singles career. But hey, you do a tag team with the tag team titles, and now you make it even better by having a long reign, as long as you can. Obviously, I would like for them to hold it till SummerSlam, but even if it's a bare minimum, I would hope WWE has them hold their championship and be tag team champions to at least, very least, Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Again, that's just my opinion. Welcome to let me know your thoughts on my predictions and my thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You're welcome to join this conversation. Join the conversation with me. I might actually be able to do Google Hangouts soon. Google Hangouts for my WWE and NFL podcast as well, moving forward. Now, if that is able to, I think I put it in the About section of my channel. Not in this video, but the About section of my channel, a main page. I think I put it in there in the bio there in the About section of the channel that in summer, like before SummerSlam, like my preview and prediction episode or thoughts or video of SummerSlam, 2015 SummerSlam, I might actually be able to do it, be my very first Google Hangouts video. So all WWE fans are welcome to join that Hangout on that date whenever I do decide to have that video, do that video for that as an episode for my podcast. So my podcast will be moving to YouTube, and my podcast episodes will then be starting with my predictions episode for SummerSlam. Will be through Google Hangouts, and all people are welcome. Obviously, I think since I've never done Hangouts before, I assume that I heard that there's 10 can join the Hangout, at least on screen, and then everybody else can join through chat. So obviously, more than welcome to join the show. And if you are the 10, part of the 10 that make it through video, I think I'm gonna just be calling the people that are through the video, on the video, in the Hangouts, through a camera of theirs, whatever, whether video or audio, however you want to like to be known. Because not everybody wants to be on camera, which is understandable. But either way, if you are one of those 10, along with myself, obviously, I will definitely. I think I'm just gonna be calling all the 10, guests, guests of the show and whatever. Because obviously, if you're on camera, you'll be able to be more involved than obviously the ones in the other section, being able to chat. I mean, it's not like I'm going to ignore them. If there are extra people there that want to be part of it and ask questions or whatever, they're welcome to. And I still might do it that way, taking a question from someone watching and enjoying the hangout, and then put it with our round table, so to speak. That's what I would call it too. You know, we have up to the limit of 10 in the video form on Google Hangouts, or be our round table of the host and all, host, co-hosts, and guests. Um, because definitely if you are able to do that and want to do that, that'd be great. But like I said, that might be an option. So I definitely look forward to that and hope that can happen. We'll see with my situations and things if it will happen. It's looking like it will. So definitely, my videos and my videos actually will be getting better too, because I'll then have the ability to make better videos, or better quality videos, as in what I use to do my videos. Obviously, the content and everything is the same. I might even be able to get myself a microphone to put on my shirts, or kind of like Deluxeman has. He actually just holds a microphone to um, his mouth to be able to be heard, which works too. I could either do it that way or pin it on my shirt. Either way, as long as I can obviously get my thoughts out there a lot better than I am now. Because right now it seems like I have to shout for people to even barely hear me. And I apologize for that, but it is what it is for now. But that might change. I would say by July, or at least early to midsummer. Like I said before, SummerSlam, before WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view, for sure. That would be the quote-unquote due date of that. Because like I said, I want to do a predictions episode for SummerSlam as my first podcast show, or just video with the Google Hangouts. And then obviously I'll do videos like this, like I usually will do, like regular sports or WWE videos. But obviously with better quality, with having more capabilities than I have. Because I don't own a laptop right now. So since I don't own a laptop right now, I have to use something else to be able to do videos. So when I own a laptop, my video quality, I'm sure, will be better. The lighting and everything, like I see other people's. So definitely give my channel a chance. Subscribe now. You're welcome to subscribe now if you're not subscribed. And definitely you won't. Like I said, it won't be a mistake to subscribe to my channel, because it definitely will be getting better in the future. Because like I said in my very first videos, I'm, here to, trying to be here to stay, and to be another option for you to, another option as a YouTube channel for sports news, WWE news, and alike. Obviously, I know I'm not the only option out there, but always glad to be another one with my own unique perspectives and my podcast. Like I said, that will be then moving over here from Blog Talk Radio and going on from there. So I just wanted to bring that up a little bit. I apologize for getting off course and off subject, but back on topic. I think Daniel Bryan's going to win the IC title and John Cena the United States Championship, because I just see, since Brock Lesnar re-signed and going to be here for multi-years, being I think 3 years, because I remember from Total Divas season finale and the Bella Twins saying they might not be back, might not re-sign, and the careers might be over. That the contract that was in front of them was going to be another 3 years. That's just a base, I think, contract for WWE, giving their superstars and divas. So with that, I'm going to assume Brock's is 3 years. Then I'm also going to assume that all contracts end at the same time. So with that being said, I think the plan for WWE, for Daniel Bryan and John Cena, and for the championships, the mid-card championships, are to then have them unified at SummerSlam. And I know that's been a hot topic for a while now. And will it ever happen? Should it ever happen? In my opinion, my personal opinion, it shouldn't happen. Now, I didn't mind the WWE World Heavyweight Championship thing, the unification of the WWE title and the World Heavyweight Championship. But I hope in time that they split that up again, because if SmackDown ever is able to go live and you can have a World Heavyweight Champion, then you can have obviously someone else that either that deserves a push or something. Getting it on SmackDown, being the face of SmackDown. You get the face of Raw, face of SmackDown, face of WWE, so to speak. Um, but then you're gonna have the World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion again, and like I said, if you go live on Tuesdays or Wednesdays for SmackDown, if that's feasible or if that's anything WWE would want to do in the future, which I would hope so, then SmackDown can be what it used to be, and it's pretty it's pretty sad what SmackDown has become and everything, just because of where it was from the beginning, the heyday. I think going live would help them a lot because a lot of people read the spoilers. I know I do. And I'm sure a lot of others, if they see something, oh, maybe that looks interesting, okay, they'll watch that first segment. Let's say, if the Authority is starting off SmackDown or something like something interesting, maybe you'll watch that segment, but not the whole show anymore, and that's just too bad. And like I said, if at some point they split up those championships, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, again, WWE title on Raw, World title on SmackDown, just as it was. You can build that again. Maybe you can bring back the WWE draft thing again that I always enjoyed. And all those other opportunities from being able to have SmackDown Live or having SmackDown just be better. And then obviously that would help with WWE superstars' careers because then you would have a new title or a championship coming back for someone to go after. Maybe then Wade Barrett, let's just say if we had the world title now, as the Intercontinental Champion, maybe he drops it at WrestleMania and then has a chance to go on to bigger, better things with the World Heavyweight Championship. But obviously that's not the case. But yeah, and I think the Bellators are going to win because they deserve a WrestleMania moment, and WWE's probably going to give them a WrestleMania moment. If they are in fact going to be ending their careers soon hereafter, with everything that happened on Total Divas. Now, obviously with the reality show, not everything is 100% factual, but I'm pretty sure that part of it is. I'm going to highly assume that is so. Unless they change their mind in between taping of that episode or taping of the show to now, here in the timeline, I guess, then they won't be WWE anymore, and that's too bad. I thought if anything, maybe Nikki would have stayed, obviously, because WWE just at that time, she just won the Divas Championship, and obviously Brie would then want to take time off because she wants to become a mother and everything, and so on and so forth. And Nikki could have just went on her own. I know they're branded as the Bella Twins. I know, obviously, they're sisters for life. They love each other. But that also doesn't mean that Nicole or Nikki Bella doesn't have to, if she doesn't want, if she wants to, stay in the WWE and go at it by herself. Now, I understand how that would be scary or different or new because obviously your whole WWE career has been with your sister in some way, form, or fashion. Whether it's obviously tag team matches with your sister or even your sister by your side for your singles matches, you're used to it. I'm not, I don't know. I kind of thought that could have been the way it would have went, that Nikki would stay and Brie obviously would leave because she wants to be a mom and go into that stuff. But hey, if that's what they want to do, that's their decision. As much as, like I said, I'm saying, it would be interesting to do it that way. Obviously, I'm not in their situation. I don't know everything about it. They made the decision that's best for themselves, for their families and everything, and for their careers. And they believe and they know they made the right decision. Doesn't mean make it an easy decision. It just makes it a decision. So I, in my opinion, obviously respect their decision and wish them the best. If that is 100% the truth in the case that they are going to be leaving WWE. So, and I think I tweeted that out to them, to their Twitter handle, on my personal Twitter handle account, after I watched this season finale of Total Divas. I don't know if they saw it or read it or anything, because obviously they get, I'm sure, 1,000 tweets or tweet mentions per day, but especially being a WWE official account, and being their own account. But still, I'm just saying that I did, and I reached out to them and said that, and like I said, I respect, the people that might disagree or whatever about the situation, but to me, like I said, it's their decision, and if they think that's what's best for them, then that's what they're going to do. So I respect it, and I wish them the best of luck in anything and everything they do. And it's not like they're going to be away from WWE forever. I mean, at some point they'll be going to the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm sure they might pop up on a random Monday Night Raw or something, backstage or something, just for a segment with a different diva or something. Nothing too major, but just something. Or however, because whether you're a diva or a WWE or a male superstar, you know, even though you retire, you're never out of the business forever. Because I'm sure at some point they'll sign a Legends contract. Excuse me, yeah, a Legends contract, or a what I would like to call a forever contract, which I'm sure maybe is the Legends contract, but either way, um, you know, technically, being with WWE forever for being able to do different things, marketing things, because they could obviously still use that to their advantage, especially with their career there in WWE. So I definitely wish them the best there. Now, Seth Rollins could cash in at the end of WrestleMania. I don't see that happening. I was thinking that if he does, Randy Orton could come out and hit him. Seth Rollins is about to give Brock Lesnar the curb stomp. Randy Orton comes behind him, turns him around, RKO out of nowhere, and then Brock Lesnar hits him with an F5 routines. And then Seth, with the Raw after, can be all upset and everything and want to get his hands on Randy Orton. Kind of like the opposite way, where Randy Orton wanted to get his hands on Seth Rollins, the Raw after WWE Fastlane. So, but like I said, those are my predictions. Those are my thoughts, specifically. Like I said, I did go a little off subject, whatever. But I wanted to talk about my channel. I want to talk about what new things might be coming up. I definitely hope you guys do subscribe. As I try to grow my channel, I know it's a slow process, but it will be worth it in the end. Slowly but surely. Pay your dues, take your time. Obviously, for right now, obviously I'm doing it for fun, and hopefully, slowly but surely, getting more comments, getting more views, obviously, subscriptions as well. But the subscriptions, at least for now, I mean, they mean something, but they're not as much as slowly getting a fan base for my podcasts and for the channel in general. But definitely, if you aren't subscribed, you're welcome to subscribe. Maybe I can at least get over 100 subscribers by here at WrestleMania. Just a simple little goal here with WrestleMania season slowly winding down here. But like I said, you're welcome to let me know what your thoughts are, if you agree with my predictions or not. And hope everybody enjoys WrestleMania, as I will. I'll be live tweeting at my WWE podcast at WWE underscore podcast handle. Again, that is at WWE underscore podcast. So I'll be live tweeting during the pay-per-view, and obviously I live tweet during Monday Night Raw as well. Take care, have a good evening, and enjoy WrestleMania week.